Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Oh my Lord Shri Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Oh my goodness. Oh my Krishna. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Radhe 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 Radha Radha Radhe 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 Radha 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 Radhe 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 Radha 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 Radhe Radha 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 Radhe 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 Radha 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 Radharani, 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 Radha, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Jesus, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Radha, 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 Radhe, 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 Radhe. Radhe, 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 Radhe. Radhe, 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 Radhe. Radhe, 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 Radhe. Radhe, 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 Radha, 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 Krishna, 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 Krishna. Low battery, please charge. Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, my Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Ooh. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Thanks for using
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Sri Radha Radhika Stotra Satanam Stotram by Raghunath Das Swami. Raghunath Das Swami. Some maidservant, unable to find her mistress. Some maidservant, unable to find her mistress, has fallen on the bank of Radhakund. Some maidservant, unable to find her mistress, has fallen on the bank of Radhakund, crying in great anxiety. Crying in great anxiety. Being very eager to take exclusive shelter. Being very eager to take exclusive shelter of her lotus feet. Being very eager to take exclusive shelter of her lotus feet. Glorifying her by singing the following names of her. Radha Gandharvika, the only girl desired by the Prince of Raj. Radhika Gandharvika, the only girl desired by the Prince of Raj. The only girl desired by the Prince of Raj, who is worshipped by the Gandharva angels. Who is worshipped by the Gandharva angels. Who is worshipped by the Gandharva angels. Who is worshipped by the Gandharva angels, whose luster is like the moon, whose luster is like the moon, who accompanies Madhava, who accompanies Madhava, who accompanies Madhava. Damodar's unrivaled girlfriend. Damodar's unrivaled girlfriend, who belongs to King Vishnu Banu, who belongs to King Vishnu Banu, who belongs to King Vishnu Banu, who was born from King Vishnu Banu, who was born from King Vishnu Banu, who was born from King Vishnu Banu. Ananga Manjari's older sister. Ananga Manjari's older sister. Sridham's younger sister. Sridham's younger sister. The greatest female. The greatest female. The greatest female. The greatest female. Who worships the sun? Who worships the sun? Who worships the sun? Who belongs to King Vishnu Banu? Kirtida's daughter, who is the nectarian object of her mother's affection. Who is the nectarian object? Who is the nectarian object of her mother's affection? Who is the same age as Vishaka? Who is dearer to life than Vishaka? Whew. Ah. I can't take it anymore, man. I think it's time to end this love play. Yeah. I'm hooked, man. I'm hooked on this, man. There's no, this is, man. I want to be in the Vrindavan trap. It's like a trap door out of Maya, man. You just drop down into Yoga Maya, man. Just, here with all these fantastic devotees, man. Can you imagine Raghunath Das and to actually feel his transcendental presence, and his glorification of Krishna, which is, it's amazing. I can see they are great devotees. Okay, yeah. Someone bring them to Vrindavan so they can get Lord's mercy there. Oh, Lakshmi Narayan, they look like they need you to love them alone. Even just a drop, but please, Lakshmi Narayan, please don't beat me up saying that because I'm your baby boss. Interesting. I don't quite understand, but it's okay. It's okay. So, ever-increasing bliss. Okay, let me get grounded in some Siddhanta or something here. Let's see, what do we got here? Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhaktavinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhaktavinda. Aha. Ah, let's see. We'll read from 10th canto. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri. No. We'll read from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Why not? Adi Lila. Chapter 1, Spiritual Masters. I'll read a little bit and then you guys can take over. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the spiritual masters, the devotees of the Lord's incarnations, his plenary portions, his energies, and the primeval Lord himself, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. You know, there's a saying, what in Srimad Bhagavatam it says in the second verse of the first canto, what need is there for any other book than Srimad Bhagavatam? See? Because, in essence, what is the purport? Is what need is there for any other book other than the book describing the Lord's devotees and the Lord's incarnations and the Lord's pastimes? Every person actually I've met so far that really got into this never wants to read any other books. Ask anybody. I remember my ex-wife when she first came. She was kind of into. Had a Babaji / Vaishnava guru before. He was, like a Shiva. So she was very attached to this Shiva devotee. And she had all these books hidden, and gradually she's got rid of them. Just read Srimad Bhagavatam. Just from this association, because it's all we glorify. Yeah, because it's the best, man. It's the most tasty. It gives you the ability, especially you want to speed it up. If you want many lifetimes, go follow Narayan Raj group or something, because that's what they offer, right? Many lifetimes before you can relish transcendental mellows. That's called prema bhakti. See, so go over there, or go to ISKCON in many lifetimes, and go to Gaudiya Math many lifetimes. Go to Christianity, and I don't know, maybe you get some kind of instruction about it because they don't know about this. But if you want the transcendental mellows, it's if you hear Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Lila, especially in association of those who are attached to Lord Chaitanya. See, they have this attachment they can't let go of. They don't want to let go of. It's too good. It gives too much happiness. Literally, too much. Sometimes it's just too much happiness. I can't, I just can't take anymore. Got to take a break from the happiness. Can you imagine having to take a break from happiness? Nobody would ever say that. But these bodies can't contain the happiness of bhakti fully. The Lord has to tone it down. It explode from. I really, literally, I'm not joking. Let's see. I don't understand. People say that they experience Vrindavan, but how does that work? Are they time traveling? Very good question. This Sim is very intelligent. Great question. So Lalita says, every place. Johan says, It's the mood of Vrindavan that one gets. See, the gopis like describing the glories of Vrindavan and how it shows up. Yeah. Here's a pastime here to help understand that is the Lord wanted to go to Vrindavan, and Nityananda misled him and said, go that way. And it was towards the house of Advaitacharya. And so the Lord woke up and he says, "Oh, Nityananda cheated me. I was on my way to Vrindavan." And then he misdirected me. Told me to go to your house, Advaita. And Advaita said, "No, whatever Nityananda said is not false." Oh, there's two parts of the story. I just tell you this part. And he says, he says is not false, because wherever you are is Vrindavan. See? So the purport of that is the Lord was chanting in ecstasy. He's relishing mellows. That's Vrindavan. See? So Vrindavan defined in Vaishnavism is a place or a person. See? So the place is the physical place, Vrindavan. See? The other Vrindavan, and the meaning of Dham actually means place or person. See? So wherever the devotee is, the ecstatic devotees who are intimate with the Lord, that is Vrindavan, intimate with the Lord of Vrindavan. Whatever your ras is with the Lord, wherever, I remember, here's a good example for you see it in the different rasas. I went to a street corner in Ashland. I remember this, and there was a very, a good preacher there. He was preaching right on the corner, powered by the Spirit. As soon as I got to that corner, I felt Jesus. I said, "Man, he's here." See, he carried the ras. See, the flavor, the scent, because he was a devotee. And that's devotees who do that. So whatever your worshipable object is, that's what you carry. So you carry the Dham with you. The Krishna is the Dham. Your relationship with the Lord is the Dham. See? So that's why, so the devotees in the Dham, they're worshiping in ecstasy, but not in the Dham now. Mostly neophytes there. Very few people actually have this, that anything you see here is very different. You show me anywhere where this is going on. You can't find it. That's why they don't believe it. They don't accept it because, hey man, our gurus aren't like that. Our devotees are not like that. That must be wrong. See? That's why you see the confirmation is in the books now and in the witnesses. Whoever the Lord draws here and comes to accept this preaching, and then they get this GIFT, not NFT. NFTs are people, oh man, let's pay $1 million for this worthless crap. People, this Maya is getting terrible, man. People, somebody takes a picture of do some stupid thing and they pay $1 million for it. See, that's what they think wealth is. Some picture of something. Okay? Instead of getting a good picture of bhakti, a good, clear understanding is the picture. That's what you get from hearing from devotees. You get a real good, clear conception. See, conception is actually a picture. See? When you don't have a clear conception of devotion and devotees and the path and everything, all you got is a picture. See? It doesn't have any potency. You got an NFT of devotional service. You guys probably don't even know what is this? Why do I have to be on the cutting edge of everything? It was in the NFT. What is this? What is this? See, I can use everything for preaching. See, you need a clear picture of devotional service. You can only get that from a person. You ever see a really good storyteller? You listen to the story and it's almost like you're in it. And that's mundane. The person's just so into the story and passionate about what they do and what they believe, and all that, but it's all mundane. And you go into there and you get a nice mundane experience. You get probably some mundane feelings and all that stuff. But you need a devotee, man, who has actual devotional experience to explain things. Then you get a clear picture of devotion. You got to see them relishing Ras. Otherwise, what's the meaning that Lord Chaitanya came here to taste the essence of all the rasas? What is the meaning of that? Nobody knows. Because you never see a person, an associate of the Lord that they call the bona fide spiritual master in our Gaudiya Vaishnava line doing that. So nobody knows. It's just in a book. It's an NFT. Some just an unclear picture. You read the verse, you don't understand it because you don't have the experience. You can't speak about it, or you can speak if you want to, seem like you're an intelligent scholar, but you have no understanding of it. Well, I think I'll just preach Chaitanya Lila because it's the highest thing. I don't understand it at all. I don't have any feeling for it, but it'll give me a lot of followers. I'll do austerities because I'll get a lot of followers. See, what is people's motives? That's why you see the Lord said it's not in austerities. It's not a renunciation because there's motive there. A lot of followers come and it just, it's like wraps the cocoon around you, the false ego. See, Ras, on the other hand, if you get the gift, you just keep tasting this Ras and you make progress 1,000 times stronger than any other path. Just take the gift, take the friggin' gift, and make mega advancement in devotional service. Stay with these wonderful devotees. They're devotees in Ras here already. Watch their classes, pick up the vibe, make friends with them, become their friend, and you'll have an eternal friend, man. All these other friends in the world are going to go and you'll never see them again. But you'll see Lalita in the next life. She'll be there to help you, take you right by the hand and take you to Vrindavan. Johan, they're all residents, these persons. Janakis. Make friends with these devotees. River, look at this, all nice devotees. Be friends with them and then you'll get the strength to make it to Vrindavan. It's that easy. Why take the tough path? Lazy intelligence. This is what the Lord came here to give, lazy intelligence, because you're going to get so ecstatic. You're just going to get lazy, man. You get like a wet noodle, man. Just like, drunk on bhakti. That's one of the thing. You get drunk, man. You just can't do much. Just lay back and think about God. And you're made thousands of times more spiritual advancement. You don't even think about it. You're just happy to be with the Lord. Not even thinking, I'm doing this for advancement. Everybody's doing things for something, some motive other than just relish, tasting mellows of communion with God. When you're kissing a woman or a man, you're not thinking about what are you doing. You do that with God. It's 1,000 times more strong, more pleasurable, powerful. Then after a while, you kiss a man or woman. It's like you're kissing literally. I'm telling you, man. You're like you're kissing a piece of wood. It's like it's hard to identify with this now. Man, he says, so just, you want to get free of the bodily attachments, man, just keep kissing God like this, that we make him your kissing cousin. It's that simple. Isn't it? Devotional service is so simple. And explained nicely because devotees and mellows bring you the simple Lord, the simple truth, man. See, this is why the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is Bhagavat, truth, man. It's the highest truth. See, and understood by those whose hearts are purified by what you see here going on in this Sangha. See, only the pure in heart can understand Srimad Bhagavatam. 100%. See, 100% pure in heart, 100% understanding. See, And it's the highest truth distinguished from illusion. That's why I got to mention the gurus sometimes. I got to distinguish this out because people believe in illusion still. What am I going to do? I got to preach, man. I'm just greedy, man. I want a lot of people to get this. I know somebody out there is fed up. There got to be some fed up. Follow that path. You had that thing. Where's your ecstasy? Where don't you see the gold standard is here? This is the gold standard, man. Here it is, man. What you read in the book is what you see. So got to preach the highest truth. And, we got to bust that illusion all the way at the top. That's the snake obstacle. You see, Putana went into Vrindavan. So we got to get rid of that, or kick her ass out, or convert her. I think we'll convert her. Let's make her a devotee, a maidservant, a real one, not a fake. She was fake, We have to suck the life out of her. Suck the life out of the illusion, suck the ignorance out of that, That's why you see narrow gate, the devotee. It's always the Vaishnava. Even when you realize Krishna, you're only into the devotee. It's the same thing. This is the beginning as a spiritual master. They teach you how to only worship pure devotees, only realize souls, only with devotion. They teach you that the Lord is only interested in devotion and devotees who have real devotion, no other interest. See? This is either a tough path or an easy path. If you just, if somehow or other you're ready for the good news and we don't have to spend this time on freeing the captives. A lot of captives out there, you're captivated by my Lord's Maya. See? So we got to free you, But if you can just take the good news, it's very easy, just so simple. Oh, wow, good news, man. Let's just, see. You rise to life. See, rise to life. See, in other words, life is Krishna. Life is the Lord in your heart, rising into your awareness, man. I see. I'm spirit soul. Oh, my Lord is with me, man, forever. Let me just chant his name and relish. And that's my service, man. What a great service, huh? Just you play with Krishna publicly, and in this way, people get the best role model they can ever see in this universe, better than the demigods, because you're playing with Krishna, and nobody else is practically. And if they want to play to Krishna, they got to come and become friends with you, because you're friends with the president of all the universes. The real CIA, and it's not just in America, it's all over the universe. He's the central intelligence agency of the universes, and you're his friend. And if anybody wants access to that friend, they got to come through you, otherwise very hard. Right? You go meet the president, but meet the friend of a president. He can get you in. He said, "Oh yeah, come on this way." And you see, the friend of the president knows all the Secret Service men, all the obstacles. They're all there waiting. Who are you? Oh yeah, this is my friend. I'm getting him in. Oh, okay. He's trustworthy. He's sincere. We'll get him in. Okay. All the guys that are blocking the way, just move aside. Is it unclear how to get into Vrindavan easily? And if you don't go that way, Putana's right there to stop you. There's a false representative. That's the false guru, man. I don't care how nice they seem. She looked very nice and very beautiful and nice, probably a nice sari and all that stuff. Everybody even thought, well, she looks like a real devotee. Smiled nicely. Okay. All that Trinavarta is right there to keep you out of Vrindavan, man. These are all the servants of the Lord. Only those who are empowered by the transcendental potency have the power to remove those obstacles. Hey, that's how, hey, man, yeah, we got a monopoly. What to say? Yeah, it's a monopoly. Oh, they have to come there to get the. No, there's no other path. Well, I haven't seen. And it's rare. I mean, if you don't admit that, then you don't know our philosophy of Krishna consciousness. This is rare stuff. It's rare to find an associate of Lord Chaitanya, because if you do, you found an associate of Radha and Krishna. And what's the proof? What's the proof, Gohar Das? Well, chanting in ecstasy. Yeah, that's the Bhakti Shastra. You see that degree on the wall? That's the Bhakti Shastra. See, it's right there, that round thing. If you looked up close, it would say, Resident of Vrindavan. See? Okay. And that's the ecstasy. And chanting shows, oh, this person has the mercy of the Lord. How else can you know? Well, because you got a thing on the wall, paper on the wall. No. No, I have a nice dhoti with silk, nice gold rings in the watch, Rolex. Oh, the clerk sitting around the GBC meeting giving you a rubber stamp. Guru Dave, go out and deliver your disciples. Here you go. Guru Dave, one. Let's see, we got 1,000. We'll make it. How many we need? 5 more? Boom, 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 boom. 5. Go out and deliver your disciples, man. If they ask what they were authority, tell them where are your authorities, man. We got
Go and get money.
Go out and collect, man. Are you fed up with that yet? See, that's the question. And so, because it's that simple, man. If you accept this preaching, that's why I have to preach it. Because if you don't accept this preaching, you'll accept that preaching. So that's the test. That's why I spend 30 days here and see what's more reasonable. See what's more real. Because then you'll have the gold standard. You'll learn this is a great lesson. This is great teachings, man. This is where you're going to see such teachings. I say this is gold standard. Spend 30 days and find out. But if you don't, then you don't really you want something else. So you're blinded by that. But this is a message for those who are fed up following all these other paths, all these carrots. This is Maya, always giving a carrot, and you never get to eat it. You're always like a horse with the mouth, and moves the carrot over. Here you get to eat the friggin' carrot, man. You want to eat the carrot? Come here. We got a carrot. You come follow this and you'll get it, man. The carrot is ecstatic devotion, attraction to the Lord. Even a little, you might get it as a mustard seed, but you just keep watering it here, it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. So it's a war. It's like an info war in a sense, war on Maya in this sense. War on the Maya is just illusion, is ignorance. You got to associate with intelligent devotees. Not false ego intelligent, not PhD intelligent, physical, go to school and stuff. No, an intelligent devotee is somebody who got the mercy of the Lord. They're intimate with the Lord, and the Lord gives them the real understanding. Bhagavad Gita 10:10. Okay? They worship the Lord with true intimacy and loving ecstasy, and the Lord gives them the real understanding and real knowledge. See? That's Guru. If you haven't found one of those that can prove it, no, well, my Guru does. Yeah, what's the proof? See, the Lord Chaitanya showed what the proof is. That's why we use his standard, man. We're here to teach his standard. Tears in the eyes, prema bhakti, head of the real line, not false line, false gurus. They're not, false gurus, false followers. You're false if you're following false gurus, and you're a false guru if you don't know the real philosophy. Like this stuff that we teach here. Very simple, man. Come here, accept the gift. The gift was go. You can read in the book now. Anyway, you spend 20 days. You spend 1 week here, and then you really look at the books and you'll see, yeah, man, it was a gift then. Why isn't it a gift now? Why all of a sudden I have to attain something that's unattainable? It was a gift then. It's got to be a gift now. Otherwise, it's not available. It's not being given. What are you getting here? Rules and regulations? Do I ever ask you what are you eating? Where are you? What are you? What are you doing? How many rounds are you chanting? What's more important now in this preaching is a person that just accepts this preaching and accepts the gift of this association. That's more important than chanting one lakh. That's the truth, man. Okay? People here are getting the result of chanting more than one lakh. And proof is in that. That you don't. There's people chanting one lakh, and they won't see any as ecstatic as Lalita Ganga or Johan, and they're chanting 2 lakhs. Some of them, and you won't find anyone. You show me one. I could prove me wrong. It's okay. I'd like to see. Show me somebody that has more intimacy and communion that we can see engaged by the standard of the books and the realizations of Guru. Okay? We can gauge that. But no, everybody's afraid. They're all afraid. You know what they're afraid of? The holding on to their position. That's their life. See? If that's knocked down, they got nothing. Well, actually, you don't have to have nothing. You can have it all. Yeah, you listen to the Guru. You're not knocked down for nothing. You're knocked down in obeisances to the absolute truth and the gift. See, right now, people are paying obeisances to my Lord's Mahamaya. That's the problem. That keeps you a slave in slavery. You got to pay your obeisances to Yoga Maya, which is taught by the bona fide spiritual master, the real associates of the Lord. See, transcendental potency. When you pay your obeisances to that word and that ecstasy, you get Satchidananda just from giving respect to what that is. That's the meaning when Lord Chaitanya said in Chaitanya Charitamrita, there's a beautiful verse. It says, unless people accept me, they will be destroyed. See? What is the meaning? Because so many people claim to accept Lord Chaitanya. There are millions of Vaishnavas who claim to accept Lord Chaitanya. The test is always the associate in this world. Otherwise, it's just a word. Oh, yeah, we love Radha and Krishna. We accept them, but it's just the words until you pass the test. The test is the Lord sends his real associates of Lord Chaitanya, and they represent Lord Chaitanya. See, not just a false picture, a speculation picture with no potency, no potent picture. They Satchidananda picture. That's Lord Chaitanya. And that's a real devotee, man. You see, the Lord was crying and blowing his nose and relishing mellows and jumping around and choking up when he chanted Hare Krishna mantra. That's what you see when you find the real associate, if they're teaching this path. Otherwise, nobody knows. How do we know? By their fruits they shall be known. And you're a fruit of the tree of devotional service. Okay? You come, you follow the path, you listen here, you believe in this preaching, you don't believe in that other preaching by those who are caught up in putanas, the false representatives of Vrindavan, the false acharyas, false gurus. They're false. When you get the gold standard, it's either gold or it's false. True or false. Right? Doesn't that make things simple? Oh, yeah, let me just go right to the true and not all the gradations. Well, this is sort of true with the, and this is a little bit more true, but they're still there. No, we just go right to the truth, man, right to the essence. That's why the Lord came here, and that's why we're here. Just bring people to the essence. See? It's condensed. It's the essence. It's so true, so true. And because it's perfect, it becomes more perfect every day. That's the devotional potency. Who's got that? I just see same old, same old. Everybody doing same old thing Prabhupada taught. They're still doing it and less because his potency isn't there and it's been taken over by those guys. Yeah. Okay, what do we got here? Wait, if detachment from material world is a goal of Krishna consciousness, then why are these big gurus all decked out in gold watches, jewelry, and fancy clothes? Yeah, because it's Kali Yuga. See, Kali Yuga people, they worship the cloth. See, man of the cloth. It's so amazing how Krishna, see, when you start to realize Krishna, he shows you how he uses words in this world. A man of the cloth. You ever hear that saying? Oh, he's a man of the cloth. That's all it is a man of the cloth. See? Oh, yeah, let's worship the cloth man. Cloths are flimsy, right? This cloth man. Rag man.
The custom makes the man. That's what I say in my
Yeah,
country. The
yeah, stuff
custom
like
makes.
the custom makes the man. Follow the uniform. Sridhar Swami. He told everybody you should become gurus because that was his understanding. Prabhupada never liked that. Matter of fact, he preached against him and against that. He said this is not right too. And but Sridhar was no, you got to have a guru. You got to appoint an acharya. Always to his deathbed, he was doing that. Really, so he had the wrong conception. Prabhupada, see, disagreed. But people still, oh, they're the same. They mix everything. Everybody loves to mix. I don't mix, man. I don't like mixing. No, 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 no. The Acharya delivers you. You got to have one of those in some lifetime. You got to have a person who has the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Otherwise, you're not getting the gift. You want the gift or not? And proof is you guys have been following for 50 years or for 10 years or for 5 years or for even 1 year and not getting the gift. That's the proof is in the pudding. Where are the fruits? By their fruits they shall be known. And that's see Putana. She imitates the real Vrindavan residents, but can't give the fruit of a Vrindavan resident. That's the difference. So by their fruits they shall be known. See, the first fructification of ecstatic love was in Madhavinda Puri. The second fructification was in Ishvara Puri. See, fructification, that's the fruit. Where is that fruit? See, I'm only interested in that fruit, man. Where is that? That's my preaching here. Where is that fruit? You shouldn't be interested in anything else. If you are, you're being bamboozled in this way and that way. You gotta be like, we're here to preach what Lord Chaitanya preached. Man, fruit of love of God. Where is it? And how do you get it? What is the process? That's what we're into, man. That's the eye of the fish Arjuna was looking at. Everything like that is here. The whole ball of wax, and very simply easy for even uh, anybody, a layman or a saint or a sinner or anybody can understand. That's empowerment. The Lord can teach anybody. This is why the real Lord's associates 500 years ago, they didn't need to get a degree to preach to intelligent people. The intelligent people came to them. The Lord gave them the intelligence. You could tell who got the mercy of the Lord because sannyasis came to Ramananda Roy, a Sudra, or Vasudev Dutt, just a ordinary, I don't know what he was. I don't even think he was a Brahmin. If they wanted love of God and this gift, they had to go to them. Otherwise, they would die. That's the proof. That's why I pay these gurus. If you have no desire for love of God, what are you to me? And what are you really to your disciple? What can you do? You don't even care about the essence of Krishna consciousness. You don't care about the goal. What are you to Krishna? You don't care about the goal. You're not even striving. Well, you think you're striving for something else because here it's all being laid out on a gold platter. And you can't understand. So what is that? Why? What do you think? I'm offensive for pointing it out and to set a few captives free who have the good sense to believe in good sense preaching, real logic, clarity, and ecstasy. Everything you read in a book you can have here. Otherwise, you won't get any of it. You just sit there and follow these puffed up gurus and sannyasis. And you think because I say it, they think I'm puffed up. You see, he's puffed up. No, it's a thorn plucking out a thorn. My stuff is backed up by the truth. That's the difference. Theirs isn't. Oh, you puffing yourself up, but you got nothing to back it. Here, I'm just laying it out, plain, simple truth. Beyond the mode of goodness. See, the mode of goodness, you're only supposed to speak palatable words. I'm not interested in the mode of goodness. I'm interested in the truth above that. Unpalatable it's palatable to those who love the truth. You see, Lolita likes this, River likes this, but if you're one of those attached gurus attached to your name and fame and donkey urine that Raghunath Das called it, then you won't like this truth. It'll be bitter, man. And people are following you? Well, let them follow you until they're fed up. You want the real path? Well, hey, man, come here for 30 days and I'll prove that this is more logical and more reasonable and more easy and more true and more of everything that anywhere else is even there, especially there sometimes. Yeah. Just by me, people say, why are you commenting on this? They're not nice devotees there. That's why I'm doing this, to free those nice devotees. Otherwise, they're captivated. Who's going to free them? Their gurus can't free them. They can't free themselves. All it takes is one person. If you free one person, then they'll help free their brothers. They don't know the opportunity they have coming here. You can free your brothers. You get the power to free your brothers from the same Maya that you were stuck in. So, you want to be a real hero? You want to be a Neo? Or you want to be just a nothing? Maya keeps you a nothing and a nobody. Somebody. You know how many people in Prabhupada's group, they still want to be somebody? Ask Janaki. She's been around for 40 years. All want to be somebody. And they're nobodies to my Lord. Nobodies, nothing. People coming here, you're somebody to the Lord. The Lord, you're following the real path. You're doing what He like. You're associating with His real devotees. You like what they say. You come to the point of liking the truth. People still getting purified here. They go, all right, why don't you be a people pleaser like me? I'm sorry, I'm not into that. I want to please my Lord like Jesus. I'm not here to please Pharisees who don't see anything, right? I'm here to please God, man. Truth, man. Please Jesus, please Prabhupada. He's doing backflips because this is being preached here. Oh my God, this is great. Thank you very much. You're saying just what I was holding back, waiting for you to do it. That's why I got the order, right? Everything he wanted to do, I'm doing for him. It's teamwork, man. He passed the baton over here. Gaur Govinda couldn't do it because it was too much, because he was involved in that place. It was like such a rat's nest. Oh, he was praying like this. Oh, Lord, get me out of this. Please take me back. If I started there, that's when the Lord took him. Okay, he did enough there. I got some nice sudra on he had a cards. It's like Krishna's. It's got a hand there. He says, yeah, I got another card I'm going to play. I'm going to get that Gaur Haridas, get him out, put him out there. He'll deal with the situation. He'll be on the outside a little bit. Fringe, they call it fringe, on the fringe. I'm a fringy man and love it. I'm on a fringe. You see, I'm not in ISKCON or out. No, man, I'm a servant of Prabhupada, man. I want to help. I want to assist my Gurudev. I'm in this line, man. That's why do I keep mentioning ISKCON and gurus and all that stuff and point over there? Because I got to serve Prabhupada. Why did he come to me if I'm not part of this thing? He made a lot of followers, right? They're all believing his books. Why shouldn't I help out? I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to take as many back to Vrindavan to meet him as I can. Already do it. Got a good start, man. Right out of the gates. Yeah, real somebody is a spiritual body. See, Tom's getting it. Hey, that's the real somebody. Otherwise, you're nobody. You're not even alive. You're not even born. You're in the womb. It's only the worldly people who don't know any better. They're always worldly people are always promoting things in illusion, aren't they? All the way up into religion, you're promoting gurus who are not liberated yet. That's what people do in the world. Worldly people. That's why they think, oh, you're only talking about the highest devotees. That's right. That's the way it's supposed to be. Don't you see? They're only in the book is only talking about where is anybody in Chaitanya Charitamrita glorified that's not other than an associate. Have you seen it? I haven't seen it. All glories to all the associates of the Lord. Well, these gurus are associates. Oh, really? Let me see proof of that. Let me see them communing with that transcendent. The Lord is transcendental. He's got a transcendent body. Let's see that you got one too. Oh, I'm sorry. We don't show such things. We're no shows. I'm sorry. You're not going to see that show. See, therefore, they never seen the show. And their disciples never seen the show. That's why we're in this predicament here. We got all these no-shows that have been preaching. Even in Narayan, no, it's a no-show, man. Because they see it here. They see all this ecstasy. Ooh, I don't like this. Oh, what's going on there? What's that telling people? What, you're supposed to be purebhakti.com. Why don't you we got the gift, man. The pure bhakti is here. In this way, we got the gift. I ain't saying I'm so great for it. I got the gift. You got the gift. We got the gift here. We're a family of gifters. The only way to become an associate is to get the gift from those who got the gift. That's simple. Otherwise, you're not getting it. You're not going to be, hey there, hey, Govinda. Otherwise, you're not going to get in.
Yeah, it's so sentimental, so unlogical, because we're really just reiterating the Jayapatakas and the Rai Maharaj is sharing themselves. Samsara, they're offering samsara, so we're making the Srimad Bhagavatam distinction of what we're offering and where we've got Prema Bhakti. And persons don't like that because they're jealous and envious. And I see so many people could benefit from 12-step fellowship, sharing that anger and the hatred, but I feel like actually quite strong enough. I like taking on these guys. I can't remember what his name is, but like you've taught me, God, how I used to use them as Bhagavatam examples, whereas before I'd be a bit full of hatred and have an axe to grind, but I just see that they're just so full of hate over silly little things. Silly little things that cause this hatred in them, and then it's deep rooted, and this is the path. But it's like, yeah,
you can't get over hate and love for the world. See, hate and love. It has to be transformed. You have to be around real devotees who have real bhakti, real devotion. And that you get purified. Otherwise, you believe in persons who have not transcended. And so, what would be the point of our preaching if we can't help people get the gift? I mean, that's the work here, or the play. I mean, the work becomes play. You're playing with Krishna and delivering people. That's how he did it. He didn't come here to work. He played. It's all, what do you think playing? People say, oh, it's about, let's go and take a break and play. It's nice to play, isn't it? Play. It's a beautiful word. Spontaneity, playfulness, play, art. All these beautiful things are in Krishna. They all come from Krishna. And then the devotees become representatives of that, the beautiful play. And everything becomes spontaneous. And people be delivered.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
and
Go ahead.
yeah, we have to make this distinction. I know even in this Sangha, a lot of devotees say, well, why do you have to talk about this? But it's not about them per se. There are a lot of new people. I meet new people, and if they met these ones who are jealous, they could be confused and taken away and follow that path of many lifetimes and believe in it. So we have to make the distinction for the welfare of all, and that's Srimad Bhagavatam, isn't it, for Harry? That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, even see the book. I'm just preaching the book.
Yeah.
But see, people haven't heard the book. They're teaching Srimad Bhagavatam, Gita, and Chaitanya Lila even, but they haven't heard the book. See, they need to hear it because I tell you what's really in the book. And that people say, "Why are you saying that? Why aren't you glorifying these gurus in ISKCON? Why aren't you doing that?" Well, because the book doesn't glorify them unless they're of that standard. Well, that's the etiquette. We all accept that. Don't care. It's not about, I care about the book. I care about, that's what liberates people. See? I can stand up for it because the gift is here. Go ahead.
You care about people. That's sadhu. That's guru, not this position kind of thing. And one thing, that's kind of basics, isn't it? But one thing I'm really realizing, even only in the last few days, we actually get to know Caitanya when we hear and relish these pastimes. I would have been lost, Guru Hari, if it wasn't for you. And really, from my heart, I thank you so much, because only in the last few days, really realizing that I'm getting to know Caitanya through the pastimes, and you're the only person I see that is teaching that. And you've been able to give that baton to Lolita, River, Janaki, Tom, Freddie, and Johan, to be able to do that as well. I thank you from my heart, man. I'd be lost. I'd be lost if it was without you. I had a taste of Bhakti in the rooms of AA, but you have deepened it and deepened it to a whole level. And I think that's always worth sharing with people. There's a depth of understanding. We can always go higher. And you've given me that. You've given me that. It's you. It's you've given that.
Yeah. Well, you start to see that everybody is lost without becoming an associate. You're not liberated. See, the only real liberation in this world is by becoming an associate of the Lord. It's higher than liberation. It's higher than salvation. You become an intimate that these Christians are worshiping that they don't know very well. Even in ecstasy, they don't know very well. Because the Lord cared to help us know that transcendental Lord even better. He's the latest incarnate. Only 500 years he came. So people say, "Oh, I'm only interested in Jesus. I'm only because he came, and I'm waiting for the second coming." Well, there you go, man. Lord Chaitanya is that. Like, I'm not looking for any second coming or anybody to save me. I'm saved. Are you sure? Yeah, positive, 100%. I have the book the book I worship is my life, confirms it. My own sadhus, they're saying, "Hey, man, this is great. I was lost before it. Everything that confirms. Okay, I guess I'm on the right path. I felt it, and the book confirms it. It's the greatest thing and the highest thing. And you sadhus who are coming and listening to all my madness of, happiness, you're be getting the same thing. And you're saying, yeah, this is much better than what I did. I was lost without it. So you show me a better confirming Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. Show me. Nobody can. That's why I say this is the best example of Guru, Sadhu, Shastra that I've ever seen in Krishna consciousness. And I've been to India so many times. I've been to Vrindavan, Mayapur, met gurus, see here, been initiated by them. And this is the best example. This is come again, connect, contact, play with Govinda. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Where were we anyway? I forgot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So let's see here. We're going to have who wants to read? Go for it. All right. You guys, you don't have enough. Tom has more greed than you guys. His finger.
No, I didn't want to put my finger up because I knew we always.
Yeah, I know you're just.
I was first.
Okay, so
You
read.
always ask me to read Guru Maharaj. I will always be
I
happy.
know, I know.
But I'm not the only one here.
Yeah.
So
Okay, Tom, pick up where I left off.
You have to help me. The from Chaitanya
Oh,
Charitamrita.
yeah. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Leela, chapter 1. And the you can start at the 5th verse.
Third verse.
Actually, the 6th verse. I'm going to probably stop you. It's so good. This is 6th verse is one of my favorites.
Spiritual masters.
Okay, your microphone is not doing good.
Is it okay like this?
Yeah, now it is. Yeah.
Okay, I have to do it very close with this microphone. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Wow, thank you. Thank you, Shri Garidas. Thank you tell me to hit the right tone. Yes. Whoa, Hare Krishna. Desiring to understand the glory of Radharani's love. Okay. Desiring to understand the glory of Radharani's love. Yes, yes. The wonderful qualities in him that she alone relishes through her love, and the happiness she feels when she realizes the sweetness of his love. The Supreme Lord Hari, richly endowed with her emotions, appeared from the womb of Srimati Sachi as the moon appeared from the ocean.
Read that again.
Desiring to understand the glory of Radharani's love. The wonderful qualities in him.
See,
that she alone-
desiring to see, desiring to understand the glories of Radharani's love. So what did he do? He saw it, right? How else can you desire to understand something if you don't see it? You don't know what it is. There's no, I'm sorry, we're a no show. We don't show this love. Sorry, we just don't show it, man. So nobody has a desire to really understand it because nobody is an example. There's no role model in this world. Okay? That's why Lord Chaitanya came here, is he desired to understand the glory of that love. Now move on to the next sentence.
The wonderful qualities in him that she alone relishes through her
See?
love.
The desiring the glory. See, it's Bhagavad Gita 10:10. See? To those who worship the Lord Krishna with loving ecstasy, I give them the understanding of real knowledge. It's very different than anything else. How does anybody know so much about me? He's thinking. Wow, that love. Look at this. Look at these qualities she understands. Look at how much she knows me because of that love. Yeah, so he became very eager. He became like a Raganuga Bhakti, even though he was Raganuga. Even Uddhava saw the standard of love that the residents of Vrindavan, and he was already a Raganuga. He was already had Ras, and he thought, I want to be one. It was even a higher standard. See, so so read that sentence again. The last one.
The wonderful qualities in him that she alone relishes through her love.
See, because of that love, then you can start to relish transcendental qualities of God. Otherwise, not. That's why it's most Vaishnavas are more or less still chanting in name only, because they can't relish the qualities of the name. Why? Because that love they haven't gotten the gift of that love. See, that comes through our real line, not the false followers, not the false gurus, the real associates of the Lord. They're the only ones that have that love. Therefore, you can begin to understand Krishna. You get that kind of attachment that such real associates or the real spiritual master has. See, chapter 1 here. This is the thing. We're here to put before the world, and there could be some people think, yeah, I also want, look at these qualities that person, they're chanting Krishna's name. Look at, they're very happy and relishing these amazing things. Oh, I would like to also. But see, if until the Lord came in the position of a devotee with that kind of ecstasy, he could know. And that goes for the world now, man. Until you get this gift, you ain't gonna know. You gotta have this, otherwise you can't know these qualities. So we're selling our Kirby vacuums. Okay? We're telling people, hey man, this Kirby vacuum is fantastic. It's better than any other vacuum in the world. That's Krishna, man. Krishna. So how do we know? So we gotta, show Krishna's name, man. Associated. Come and get the gift, man. And then you can relish these wonderful qualities in Krishna that none of you can see, nobody else is doing, except these devotees here in this sangha. These gurus are not. None of them. Not Prem Parojana even. You never see him relishing like this. Oh, look, Radhe, this. But where is that to see? Where is that realization like this? Where you take a verse, the highest verse in the book, man, you understand what Krishna was thinking, and then can make it, like a bridge for other people to think, yeah, that's what it's about. I also want to, I've always wondered what, you guys were doing, and these wonderful qualities in this name that you're relishing. Why are you so ecstatic? What did you look? Well, I'm sharing with what I'm realizing. See, this is all because of this crazy love that we think we're always faulted with. Oh, you guys, all this sahaja there. Well, it gives us these fantastic realizations. I stand behind it. I love them. I can't be bothered because of outsiders don't know what high quality is. Well, this is connoisseur stuff. This is summum bonum things. This is the confidential things going on in Vrindavan and in Krishna's mind and Radha's heart. How else is anybody? You ever heard Acharya Dev to explain this verse? Well, he has no relation to this verse. You got to become like that. You have to also have that love in your heart and relish like crazy Krishna's name and show the world that you're an authority. Not by some paper on the wall, by the anointing of this bhakti, this devotion. Otherwise, nobody really knows. That's why you got to make this point. Got to be a little animated, a little, passionate. It's about transcendental passion, man. Gaur, you're so passionate. Yeah, I am.
Let's say how
it's about this. Go ahead, what?
And you're going to say it like it is, as you and we are, and you've got to also point out, hold on a minute, Acharya Dev, he's lining people up for a death shot. Are you that stupid? I mean, that's stupidity. That's stupid. That shows you whether he's brought out, doesn't actually matter. But he's taking his disciples to samsara. That's not glorious. That's not Chaitanya, Lila, taking your disciples to samsara. That is glorious.
Yeah, if they can't help it, I just why we give them an opportunity, because it'll be more lifetimes, and they're being taken out by following his his advice, because they think, well, see, that's what they do. People are not authorities, really, not real authorities, but they're authorities in the world. People believe them. That's how they get their authority. It's all compliance, you know. So even though here you can analyze, you can say, well, is he a real authority, and or anybody, here you can analyze that, but not everybody's capable. So they have to go another lifetime or so. But whoever accepts what we're preaching here, because it's very true, it's all confirmed in the book and the experience of the Vaishnavas. Hey, man, you're on the gravy train, literally. Oh, everything's going to become easier for you. Ask Amy. I mean, she's happy. When you're happy, hearing Hari Katha and hearing these explanations from devotees, can you imagine? You're going to see the devotees and Krishna. How are you going to feel any different when you pass from the body? No, they'll be there and you'll like theirs. Oh, I want to also hear. I want to hear some more. See, your greed is your ticket to Vrindavan. I want to hear from these devotees. I heard from Gaurahari and Lalita, and I really loved it. I want to hear more. See, you got greed. And these big gurus, they don't have any of that greed. It starts here, man. You need shiksha. They need shiksha, otherwise they can't get this. When they pass from the body, they don't have the greed developed here. They don't have it there. This is an opportunity. What you bind on earth, you bind in spirit. If you don't bind this greed for, I love these. I love to hear this knowledge. I love to see this ecstasy. Oh, I want this. I also want to know. Oh, I want the gift. I want the gift. Please give me the gift. See? You get the gift. Like Mother Sachi Devi. She said, oh, Lord Chaitanya. Well, oh, my son. Look at this. You every time you collected wealth from making followers and like this, and then you give it to me, and I see somehow or other you found the gift of you've got this prema bhakti. Can you give this to me? His own mother asked for it, and then one by one, all the disciples, all his friends, just friends. Oh wow, you've got prema bhakti. Can you give this to me? And what did the Lord say? The essence of truth. Oh. By the mercy of the Vaishnavas, mother and all my friends, you will get this prema. See? By the mercy of not just any Vaishnava, or a person uses the name I'm a Vaishnava because you see my tilak and my dhoti. Not that Vaishnava. No, a real Vaishnava with the real feeling for God. The love, intimacy from that Vaishnava. And only that Vaishnava. Pretty narrow teaching, isn't it? Narrow thing. Isn't it nice to have a focus, man? Narrow focus. Because then Maya's always trying to split your focus, man. Oh, go to this, go over here, this path, that path. You're all over the place. You wonder why you're weak. This is why devotees get strong here. Your focus is narrowed down into the essence of truth. The essence of truth is this verse and all the verses. And so we just narrow down the essence of truth here, man, desiring to understand the glories of Radha's love. You got that? You come here, you'll get that. I just see, man, I want to know what Gaurahari and Lalita and Johan are feeling. Or Govinda, or anybody, or River. What are you feeling, man? It's glorious. Look at you. You get up and do classes now. You get up and you're not afraid of anybody. You've changed so much. What is this glory of this love that I see in you and your example of being a recipient of the gift? That's called preaching. Real preaching. So I want you to know what love is, and I know you can show me. Well, you see it every day. Okay? And when it's ripe to run, you know what you got your obstacles, man.
And I am so surprised that devotees don't want to know it. They say, like I hear, yeah, but there are different opinions. Mine is as good as yours. I say, yeah, but not all opinions are right. There is only one truth, one conclusive truth, one.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, well, my opinion is right as yours. Well, what's the standard? The standard is this verse, this ecstatic love that Radha has, that devotees have. If you otherwise you're not, what do you call it, an example? You're not an authority on this. You can't understand this thing. You cannot really preach the essence. So that's why our opinion's better than another opinion. If a person doesn't know the glories of Radha's love, or is not even desiring to know the glories, their opinion is peanuts, man. Feed them to the monkeys. See a lot of monkeys out there. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Sorry, man. Oh, he's calling me a monkey. Well, I'm just a monkey too, but I'm an ecstatic monkey. Like,
An associate of the Lord.
Yeah, so the monkeys, the Lord liberates monkeys. So monkey, first one, well, do go hard, man. He admits he's a monkey. Okay? If you're offended by being called a monkey, well, there you go, man. That's your purification. That's what I tell people here. Go, you offend me. Oh, great, man. Your false ego gets a little bit chiseled down. Yeah. Go ahead, Tom. What's the next sentence?
And the text is just one big sentence.
Yeah, just another. The rest of there's another.
I do the whole thing. Desiring to understand the glory of Radharani's love, the wonderful qualities in him that she alone relishes through her love.
See, she alone. This is another key word. Only a devotee can understand the qualities of Krishna that is a real devotee. See, real devotee means, okay, there's the word. Okay, is it just a word that, well, I'm a devotee, don't you see my cloth? Or are you a devotee where you see a feeling of a devotee? See, because of, say that last part again.
The wonderful qualities in him that she alone relishes through
She
her
alone.
love.
See, yeah, because she's a devotee with the bhakti potency. Devotional potency. It enables us to be attached to Krishna and to understand Krishna, to get secrets about Krishna. Without that, we can't understand. This is how you get hooked. You get attached. It's just too good, man. It's too good to give up. You just want, oh God, I can go to school, I can get all these degrees, and I still don't know, when one little chanting session, all that I can get there. They don't teach this in school. Only in this school where the Lord is my instructor now. The guy with the peacock feather. Okay, go on.
And the happiness she feels when she realizes the sweetness of his love.
Yeah, you see, realizing the sweetness of this love. This is her. Even she's seeing in the reflection herself. It's the same thing with Krishna. He looks in the mirror and he says, who is this beautiful person? I just want to embrace him. She's saying the same thing she's relishing the sweetness of this love. And it's from her, coming from her. But it's so beautiful. Bhakti is attractive to everyone, even the same person. Look at the father of Radharani, man. He's looking in two mirrors and this love was in him. He said, this is it. Everybody thought he's in false ego. Get out of there. He's looking in two friggin' mirrors at himself. It must be false ego. That's like selfies. See people looking at their mundane self, their little body gets arranged with oh, I'm so beautiful. I'm so beautiful. You see how beautiful. And the world of fools are going, oh yeah, you're so beautiful. Yeah, it's a nice arrangement in the skin. It's just really nice. You got a good karma, and all that. And then just look in 50 years how beautiful that person is. Selfie like that. But the spiritual body, the Lord looks at that. The devotee, Pundarik Vichinidhi, is looking at his spiritual form of that love that came from him. We just read that. Radha was born from him. See, that's the kind of devotee. That's how it is, man. See, Radha was born from Vishnu Bhanu. See, Father, that happens to you. You can relate to that, man. The Lord is, born in you. becomes your eternal companion. You become a goddess of fortune, man. Literally. I'm telling you, man. There's no greater fortune than this. You become like, you'll relate to the God. You say, yeah, man, we're sisters. I'm just your maidservant, man. But man, I know what you're doing. That fortune you feel, I feel also. What a great thing. My God, Jesus Christ, thank you so much. Your preaching is great. It is my Father's pleasure to give me the kingdom, and you did, and I want to pay it forward and give it to everybody else, even to these gurus who misunderstand my preaching, think I'm against them. I'm for you guys, you idiot, you intelligent persons. Oh, maybe not so intelligent, but we can get you there if you want. Yeah. See, the happiness she feels because of the sweetness of that love. That's what you see here. How are you going to understand this verse unless you see devotees that are relishing that? Like Lalita here, right in your face. Right? Here, look at the sweetness of that love. Look at the happiness it gives. Look at the smile a person has like this, relishing the sweetness of that. Where do you see such happiness? Hey, bring any of those gurus, one of them. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just a picker, man. I just pick on these guys. I guess I'm a bully. Maybe I'm a bully. Am I a bully? I'm a bully. That's it.
You're doing very good, Guru Maharaj. A good bully.
Where do you see happiness? I can prove all. I like this. I have some examples, man. I can preach by example, man. And people are like, hey, you're saying these, you shouldn't say that. Why? Come and show me somebody has a smile better than that, man. She must be experiencing a happiness that this verse is talking about. Hey, doesn't that make sense? I mean, to me, that's just logical. What's the next part of the verse, Tom? Are you here still? Let's see. Here you are. What's the next? Go on. Let's hear it.
Through her love and the happiness she feels when she realizes the sweetness of his love. The Supreme Lord Hari, richly endowed with her emotions, appeared from the womb of Srimati Sachidevi, as the moon
See?
appeared from the ocean.
So the path of Raganuga Bhakti is that in a nutshell. He saw that and then he appeared. And that's how it is. When you hear from devotees who understand that sweetness of devotion, and real bhakti and pure love for God, and you see the happiness they feel and the amazing understanding they get from relishing that sweetness of that love, okay? Then you start to think, God, I also would like to follow this path. Why not? Isn't it the highest path? It's described there, and it's described by the example of many devotees here now. You're a description of that verse. That you're a devotee Bhagavats. When the Lord begins to live in you, you think you got to study your way. They think they got to study their way to becoming a devotee Bhagavat. No, you feel your way. See, you listen your way. You hear from real devotees the key. They got the key to the door and to unlock Vrindavan door. No one else has that key. They're experienced travelers. Hey, and so you become automatically when it's like, wow, I'd like, yeah, how do I do this? Oh, just come and associate with these devotees. Be like Krishna in that sense. Be like a little Krishna. Krishna came to teach by example. See this bhakti. Didn't the devotees of Lord Chaitanya, they saw the bhakti in him. And they thought, wow, man, let's be around this guy. Oh, yeah, let's come and beg for it even. Oh, yeah, can you give us this prema too? We also want to relish this. See, there's no fault in that to have spiritual greed. It's all about that. But if the people of the world don't see actual experienced devotees experiencing this greed, tasting this love, and showing the happiness of tasting this love, and showing the understanding they have about the true conception of Krishna, how are you going to get it? How are you going to even know the path exists even? You'll not even know chapter 1 of the Yada. You won't know who the real guru is because they got to represent that verse. They got to be an experienced devotee. Then you listen to them. You're the Arjuna through that devotee, because that Lord owns that devotee, and they own the Lord. Very exclusive. Oh, you think getting into the clubs of the elite are tough? This is you cannot come through the door, man. Eh? Yeah, even the elites can't take part in this unless they come through the door. It's open to them or anybody else. Give me an elite. They can come here, and you think, oh, look at this. You're letting an elite into the kingdom of God and everything. That's not, what are you? Well, you're not coming in. You can come in too. I'll bring an elite in. I'll bring a 33-degree Illuminati guy into my kingdom where I live. Not my king, Krishna's kingdom. It's his world. I like his world. I'll bring any of these gurus in if they want, but you don't bend the knee to this preaching, you ain't getting in. Spend your many lifetimes trying, bewildered and wondering what it is, and you think, well, anyway, if anybody's lucky, they get fed up being a false guru, and then they start looking for the truth. We hear it, we're presenting it, we're showing it, demonstrating it, showing the qualities you get of understanding the real Krishna, the real conception from this real love. What else do you want, man? What else do you need to break the cycle of samsara and get even so much? You don't even think breaking that. Everybody's trying to get delivered and trying to get salvation and trying to be muktis. Devotees don't even, I don't think about liberation. Just comes with the territory. My Lord's liberated. Why shouldn't I? He owns me. I own him. I call him. He comes. If he doesn't come, then obviously I'm an offender or something. Who knows? So far, so good, though. I'll bank on this success. If I get a little too proud, he'll disappear for a while and punish me. Just simply, that's how devotees are punished. The Lord disappears. That's it. You don't need any other punishment. To them, it's like, oh my God, what are you? Where'd you go? It's actually Radha. She punishes you. The feeling goes. She's the punisher, actually.
The separation makes us more focused.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. You are not a bully. You're a good shepherd. Thank you. If you want bhakti, feed. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Next verse. Oh, actually, I want her turn. Sorry, Tom. You didn't get very far, but.
Okay. He read the whole verse.
Thanks, Tom. Good
Very
rating. Good job. Good job.
I liked the next sentence very much. I was looking for
Oh.
text 7.
Oh, well, let Tom read the next sentence.
Yeah. Okay.
This is about focus. May Shri Nityananda Rama be the object of my constant remembrance. May Shri Nityananda Rama be the object of my constant remembrance.
Yeah, Nityananda was like his guru. He told him to go to Vrindavan. You know how he got Vrindavan? That's why I do what I do, is I'm inspired by what he did. He stood up for Midikaitam Ramdas. He stood up for his bhakti. He stood up for Nityananda using him. He stood up for the pure devotional concept. And simply and everybody else was afraid to confront the Brahman, but he confronted the Brahman and to show the higher truth. Nityananda liked that. Nityananda appeared in the dream shortly after that and said, "Oh, Krishna Das." And he was calling Krishna, weaving in ecstasy. "Oh, go to Vrindavan, it's been given to you. See? You stood up for my devotee. See, Nityananda came. See, Minikaitam Ramdas was a devotee of Nityananda. So he got the mercy of Nityananda by serving a devotee. What's the tattva there? What's the truth, man? Can you tell a devotee of Nityananda? That's our lines. Begin with Nityananda or Advaita or Mahājanava. They're pure devotees with pure ecstasy. Can you tell a real representative of Nityananda? That was Minikaitam Ramdas. Are you like that? Do you chant in ecstasy? Otherwise, you're not a real representative. You won't get the mercy of that Nityananda. You can go, Nitai, 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 till you're blue in the face. That Brahmin was serving Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya on the altar, but he couldn't see the living devotee. That was Minikaitam Ramdas. He couldn't recognize the real Nityananda. He couldn't recognize Satchidananda in that form of a devotee. Therefore, he didn't. The deity ain't showing you that in the temple, right? You come there, you're just looking, oh, you're so beautiful. Let's put some nice flowers and clothes on you. And then you see a real devotee that's talking to you and exuding ecstasy and all. See, you don't know that Lord you're worshiping there. You want to know? You got to come here and go through the purification. Get all that stuff out of the way that makes you hate God. And I don't hate God. You see, I'm looking at the deity and all that. Yeah, well, the proof is in the pudding, man. The Lord empowers his devotees to represent him. What do you think? This word representation is just a word? No. You represent that Lord. When you see a real devotee, you see God. You see Lord Chaitanya. You see Radha. You see Krishna. For God's sake, for Christ's sake, don't you understand anything? What's so complicated? That's what Jesus meant, not like I'm God. When you see me, you see the qualities of the Father, man. You see his mercy. You see his spiritual power, man. You see his ecstasy. You see his intelligence. What else do you want to see? Yeah. That's why you people get mega purified in this association. The power of the transcendental Lord is here, man. Just burning up your false ego identifications. Fire, the sun. What do you think son of God means, man? You think it's, oh, you're a son of God. No, sun, man. Bright, man. Glowing, shining, burning until it becomes cooling. Great verse. Like that verse. No wonder you like that verse, Tom. Very inspiring.
I can feel it here. I can feel it here. I relish that love of. Here I relish this love of my beloved. I can relish it here.
Yeah.
The love of my beloved.
See, you're getting the gift, man. See, that's by you just sticking around, going through the purification, and because, if the Lord didn't see you were sincere, you wouldn't be here. See? So that's what it is. It's all about transcendental mellows, and that's starting to grow in you, grow in anybody here. Okay, Lalita, you're on.
Thank you.
Batter up.
Thank you. Oh, glories to you. Oh, glories to you, Guru Maharaj. I have been angry this morning.
Oh,
So
really?
angry. Yeah.
Why?
Somebody told me you were just an ordinary man, just like anybody else. I became furious.
Oh, really?
Really. I had to chant a little bit to calm down. Oh, oh, glories to you. Come on. How can you be that blind?
Yeah, in a sense, I feel like an ordinary man, but
Yeah.
what's living inside is extraordinary. See? That's the whole thing is, just see, they can't see the extraordinariness. They think you got to act it. See, they want to see the external story. The person sitting on a high seat with the rubber stamps of the guru, and everybody, oh, glorious Guru Dave, look at the cloth. He's a man of the cloth, man. He's a clothesline. He's in the line of the clothes. He's hanging on to dry on the clothesline. Oh,
Maybe
glorious
try
Guru. They
already.
want to see the external. They can't see the internal pump. They can't. This is the This is the pump. This is the internal pump. We're pumping here, man, pumping and they can't see that. That's called blind. That's what
Blinded by proud, yeah.
they look external. They're looking. You see, he's just an ordinary. They're looking at. Yeah, you're right. It's just a body. It's like a flute. That's just a flute. It's just a flute. They don't look at who's playing the flute.
No.
See, they don't look at it.
Don't
Let's
see the
just look at the
stripes.
flute. Ain't not. Yeah, I can make it a better flute than that. Look, it's got a knot in it there. They don't see. Well, I don't like the Christians saying I like this. I play this flute and not this silver flutes with all this gold ornament. No, I like this flute with the knots on it. This is my devotee, man. My vamsi. See? And so they don't look at the flute. They didn't see because that flute is playing a song. They don't look. They're so externally blinded by the Maya blinds you. It's like pokes your real eye out.
Yeah, that's why
So they don't
proud.
see they don't see who's playing. It's extraordinary what's going on here. Extraordinary. People are blind, this is how they wake up, man. You just got truth will set you free. Man, I just keep preaching the truth. Hey man, look inside. And that's why you spend 30 days. I'll just point you within, man. Look at the inside. Look at the inside of the cup. Drink the inside. Don't be bewildered by outside, man.
They need to be
Yeah.
humbled. Need to be humbled to
Well,
open
just
their eyes.
yeah, but it happens automatically. When you see something that's extraordinary, after a while, you start waking up. You got to hear a lot because you hear from the inside here, inside. Because outside, you've been thinking from these teachers and gurus and sannyasis and brown. It's always outside. They can't help it. That's what you get. So you got to come, and it's all about inside. Look at how the Lord works on the inside.
Yeah.
Look at the internal verses. The verses, hear the explanations of what the verses really mean. And you judge. People can judge. You don't have to be a blind believer. Come here and analyze it. Get your brain in gear here.
Submissive listening. Yeah.
Yeah. People love to say Srila Gaur Haridas is just an ordinary guy who isn't a guru. It's so ridiculous because they just don't know what we know. It's a darn shame for them because there's nothing better than this. Yeah, and it's because, you're at some stage of being submissive to hearing. It
Amy.
just, yeah, it was you just wanted to hear, and others who are like that. And they, because they don't submit to the hearing, they're just not, it's just not ready for that. So people, it's just those who are meant to come will be drawn here. You notice? We don't need, just if Krishna says, I'm only going to give you 5 people this whole lifetime, you get 5 people. If he wants to give you 1 million, you get 1 million, right? Just leave it up, the increase up to him. Yeah. Go ahead there, Lalita.
Okay. Okay. I surrender. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Jaya Jaya Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Sri Ajita Chandra. Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda. I surrender to the lotus feet of Nityananda Rama, who is known as Sankarsana. As Sankarsana. In the midst of the Chatur Vyuha, consisting of Vasudeva, Sankarsana, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha, he possesses possesses full opulences and resides in Vaikuntha far, far beyond, far beyond the material creation. I offer my my full obeisances unto the feet of Sri Nityananda, whose partial representation called Karana Takashya Vishnu, lying on the Karana ocean, is the original Purusa, the master of the illusory energy and the children.
You see the difference between trying to reach Krishna on your own. Say you don't know Krishna. I'm going to just chant his name, but it's still just a name. And you're trying to go to where Krishna exists, far beyond the material, far beyond the material universe, far beyond. You're trying on your own. You see how ludicrous that actually is? Why not just take the devotees? They're the far beyond here. That's why they're here. See? And then you can get Krishna that is far beyond the universe as you're trying to get with your offensive chanting. That's why this book says you can chant for millions of lifetimes and not get the result of this ecstasy. So how do you not chant? How do you get this result of chanting ecstasy? Well, if you're lucky, you meet a devotee who the Lord comes from far beyond the material universe and resides in their bodily temple. That is the easy way. Otherwise, my God, you're being bewildered, man. That's why these gurus say many lifetimes before you get prema. But you can get it in this lifetime. You can get this gift because there's prema devotees here. Simply that. That far beyond comes to them and resides in their temple. Doesn't that make any friggin' sense to anybody out there? I mean, how more simple? I mean, I think we explained the way the Holy Spirit works, that even Christians can learn a few things.
Yeah. A lot.
Go ahead there, Lalita. Just wanted to call your attention to that.
Oh, I offer my, oh my God, my full openness, my full obeisances unto the feet of Nityananda, a partial part of whom is Garbhodakashya Vishnu, from the navel of Garbhodakashya Vishnu sprouts the lotus. That is the birthplace of Rama.
Look at that. Look at that. The Garbhodakshaya Vishnu is such a big form of God. Big form. And that big, huge form came into the form of Nityananda. See? That form. And that form is people trying to get a hold of this big form. They can't even reach it. It's so unreachable. It's so difficult. That big form came in the form of Nityananda and Balaram. See, into the world. Why? To deliver us, man. See, because then we get relationship. But still, to get that attachment, you have to have that feeling for Nityananda. Where are you going to get it? I'm going to just chant it. Look how many, look at people still, materialistic Vaishnavas after chanting, Krishna, Radha's name and Lord Chaitanya, still haven't gotten off the material platform. Okay? See, that's why you have to come in the line with the devotees who have Nityananda's mercy, Nityananda's bliss, Nityananda's ecstasy, Lord Chaitanya's ecstasy and bliss. Okay, that's in the way, that's how that they go back, see, in a sense. They go back. Nityananda goes back into that big form. And he's only here in his name. And people are chanting it, but they still don't get the result of it. They chant Lord Chaitanya, still not the real Hare Krishna Maha, still not the result. The result of chanting, the perfection of it is this ecstasy. to be like Radha in the sense of, oh man, the happiness I feel from chanting is so great. The ecstasy I feel is so great. It's uncommon. It's different than anything you see in this world because it's not from here. This is why you see the devotees are grateful. Like, Govinda was, I'm sorry, I wouldn't. Yeah, of course not, because this comes from outside of this gift, comes from outside of this universe. The devotees have to come in to distribute it, and then you become like that. The Lord from outside of the universe is inside you now, and you distribute it to others. Whoever will associate with you and like your preaching and sharing and testimony. Look at people getting it already from you guys. Well, even Shamagori was saying, oh, I get so much from Lalita. What is that saying? See, because the real Lord is living in it, you get that result. It's only one result: devotion, bhakti, pure bhakti, real bhakti, prema. Go ahead, Lalita.
The lotus that is the birthplace of Brahma, the engineer of the universe. The stem of that lotus is the resting place of the multitude of planets. I offer our respectful obeisances to the feet of Nityananda Rama, whose secondary part is the Vishnu lying in the ocean of milk. That Kshirodakasha Vishnu is the super soul of all living entities and the maintainer of all universes. Sesanaga is his further subpart. Lord Advaitacharya. Lord Advaitacharya is the incarnation of Mahavishnu, whose main function is to create the cosmic world through the actions of Maya. Because he is no different from Hari, the Supreme Lord. He is called Advaita. And because he propagates the cult, the cult of devotion.
Now, see, that's why you got to be acharya, man. You got to be non-different from Hari. People have to see that. What does non-different from Hari mean?
Yeah.
Advaita.
Yeah.
Ecstasy. See, the ecstasy of God. Do you have that? If not, you're not Advaita. You're not non-different. See, so the devotees, and that doesn't mean you're God per se. You're a devotee. Devotees is, oh yeah, my Lord, he belongs to me. I belong to him. That's just how it is, man. He's my life and soul. See, I'm his life and soul. You see, that's called bhakti, man. Bhakti is the life and soul of God, and the devotee is one with that. See, non-different from that. But they're different because they're an individual devotee. That is always going to be there. See, but they're still non-different. That's acharya, man. They'll preach right. They'll preach, oh, I'm not God. I'm a devotee of the Lord. I want to taste the sugar, not to be the sugar. That's limited, actually. The tasters have unlimited happiness in tasting. I just want to taste the name forever, man. I don't want to be the name. I want to commune with that name. It's a relationship. That's why there's Radha and Krishna, because the Lord likes this communion. He said, this is greater than just being full. And see, the liberation, people just want to be full, like just be God, like God, just be complete. And that's it. There's no communing, no um, um, devotional mellows and tastes, the unions and separations. It's the perfection of life. It's the real light of the truth and in full expression that the Maya represents. See, the Maya, when you realize God, then you realize the Maya. You say, oh yeah, you see, the Maya is just the reflection of this that you got. Yeah, there are families here and relations and mothers and fathers and all that. Yeah, there's a reflection of Vrindavan. See, there's the highest truth, and then there's the lowest reflection,
Yeah.
and that's the mundane world, Devi Dam. See? But it's only the reflection of the. See, everything there is eternal. The relationships are eternal. Everything here is temporary. The relations are temporary, right? So why don't you want to get into your immortality, people?
Yeah. The real
Why?
thing instead of the reflection.
Yeah. And you get to experience it here now. You don't have to wait for the pearly gates to open from the lies you heard from these teachers and sannyasis, these inexperienced persons. The pearly gates open here. Get a lot of pearls. You start to grow pearls like Krishna did. So you read
Yeah.
that story, the Book of Pearls, Pearl story.
You know, I know the pearls that he's giving us, the jewels that he gives us. When we give him a little basket of mangoes, then you get a box for the
Yeah.
rest of your life.
Somebody says, "I'm glad you didn't get. None of you got the COVID shot." Well, some did. Sorry, Krishna. You can get. They have some that are blanks. That don't do what they do because they had to. Otherwise, if everybody pulls over, so maybe you got lucky. Uh, whoever did. So it doesn't matter. The main thing is you found Sadhu Sangha and you found this place, and Krishna won't forget it, and you won't forget it either. So I tried to head it off, like now I tell people, well, if you want to stick around, better to avoid that as much as you can. Only if they tie you down, don't because of travel or something. Oh, you can't travel. Oh, you can't go to the store. Well, just figure something out. Notice how people are figuring things out. The Krishna will give you a plan, a way. I don't want to be the name. I want to commune with the name. Exactly. I believe that difference can become misconstrued. But yeah. Well, that's a lot of people want to become like God. Um, just kind of like they want to become one with God, and also sometimes speculating at that point. Oh yeah, that's become one with God, and that means I'm God, or all kinds of weird things. Who knows? Okay. What time is it here anyway? Yeah, I think we're going to stop now.
Okay, good.
If anybody wants to go on, do your own programs.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great reading, Lalita. Thank you, Tom.
Thank
Also,
you.
yeah, make more of those things. I really like those. Keep them cranking out, man. And you can, have thousands of videos, man. You'll have you're like you can go and find different parts of it. I've been preaching for years, man.
Yeah, I like to start from the most recent ones.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Whatever you want to do, you do it. Okay. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for coming. It was a lot of fun, and we'll be back. Haribo.